Hello, and welcome to another fun-filled episode of Poetry Playground. I'm David Smolar, and I'm glad to see all of you wonderful boys and girls joining us today, and as well as you poetry lovers of all ages. Today's featured poet is none other than T.S. Shel Silverstein. So let's get cozy, let's button up, and let's read our first poem, If the World Was Crazy. If the world was crazy, you know what I'd eat? A big slice of soup and a whole quart of meat, a lemonade sandwich, and then I might try some roasted ice cream or a bicycle pie, a nice notebook salad, an underwear roast, an omelet of hats and a cardboard toast, a thick malted milk made for pencils and daisies, and that's what I'd eat if the world was crazy. If the world was crazy, you know what I'd wear? A chocolate suit and a tie of eclair, some marshmallow earmuffs, some licorice shoes, and I'd read a paper of peppermint news. I'd call the boys Susie, I'd call the girls Harry, I'd talk through my ears, and I always would carry a paper umbrella for when it grew hazy, to keep in the rain if the world were crazy. If the world was crazy, you know what I'd do? I'd walk on the ocean and swim in my shoe. I'd fly through the ground and I'd skip through the air. I'd run down the bathtub and bathe on the stair. When I met somebody, I'd say, "Goodbye, Joe." And when I was leaving, then I'd say hello. And the greatest of men would be silly and lazy, and I would be king if the world was crazy. "I cannot go to school today," said little Peggy Ann McKay. "I have the measles and the mumps, a gash, a rash, and purple bumps. My mouth is wet, my throat is dry, I'm going blind in my right eye. My tonsils are as big as rocks. I've counted 16 chicken pox, and there's one more, that's 17. And don't you think my face looks green?" Beats all you ever saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they were born. Straightening the curve, flattening the hills, someday the mountain might get 'em, but the law never will. Making their way, the only way they know how, the most beautiful exotic international escorts. Fantasies, discreet and confidential. Bachelor party and stripogam experts at surprisingly low rates. Drop gorgeous blondes, sexy Argentinians, spicy Swedes, hot Italians, French, Russian, ranch, blue cheese, Thousand Island, honey mustard, oil, and vinegar. Today's seafood special is steaming hot crab cakes with a sublime mayonnaise-free dressing with diced radishes and carrots, along with your choice of any two of the normal dinner side items. For dessert, we have a wonderful granular scrub over your foot and up to the ankle to remove dead, scaly skin. While skin is soft and moist, remove calluses by gently rubbing a pumice stone around the heel in a circular motion. File nails straight across, just below the tip of the toe, and then apply cuticle therapy oil. When a player has 4 houses on each property of the complete color group, he may buy a hotel from the bank and erect it on any